There wouldn't be no FrankOcean without him, no The WEEKND, no Brent Faiyaz, no Bryson Tiller. Love it or hate it, Justin Bieber's Baby wouldn't even exist without him. He is the catalyst of this new alternative wave of R&B. Today on the Killivvn Show, we are talking about R&B legend and one of the greatest songwriters of our time, The Dream. From the late 90s to the early 2000s, the artists that were dominating the charts were artists like Genuine, Usher, Chris Brown, Neo, Omarion, and the list goes on and on. A lot of the subject matter in their songs were about love, betrayal by a loved one, wooing someone, and baby making music. However, getting closer to the end of the 2000s, something happened. There was a newcomer that was going to shift R&B forever. The Dream, born Terrius Young Dale Nash, started his career off by penning songs for B2K, Britney Spears, and even wrote Umbrella for Rihanna. In 2007, he dropped his debut album, Love Hate, with bangers like Shawty is a 10, Falsetto, and I Love Your Girl. At this point of his career, he did not stray away from what his contemporaries were making. This was your classic R&B from 2000s. Love songs, wooing a girl, love making music, you know the gist of it. However, in 2009 when Love vs. Money dropped, that's when the divide between R&B of the early 2000s and the alternative R&B we have now was created. Even though many of the songs on Love vs. Money still follow this early 2000 archetype in regards to subject matter, like Rockin' That Thing or My Love with Mariah Carey, there was still a lot of electro, EDM, alternative more sounds due to the instrumental elements on this album, and there was also one song that strayed completely from the norm. I believe this song paved the way for alternative R&B. Alternative R&B is marked by the unconventional style as an exchange between EDM, rock, hip-hop, and R&B's commercial avant-garde, but also being more progressive and diverse in subject matter, and more emotional, where many modern R&B artists talk about their mental health issues. The Dream demonstrates a more modern R&B sound on this album, where the change in the subject matter is shown on the song Subside. On this song, The Dream talks about a crumbling relationship where their pride take the best of them. But again, this is nothing atypical when it comes to R&B. Where I believe this divide was made was when he says, from the instrumental to the way he is singing, to him saying he isn't trying to hit that emo type of vibe, there's a foreshadowing of what is to come for modern R&B. I mean, you've heard Blonde, there's an eerie melancholy throughout the album, a sense of sadness and depression. This idea of talking about your feelings in terms of mental health wasn't seen in R&B. Now, The Dream wasn't explicit with it like FrankOcean or The WEEKND. That would be more forthcoming with their issues in the subject matter of their songs. But by saying he ain't trying to hit that emo type of vibe, the cards were placed. Emo is defined as a style of rock music resembling punk, but having more complex arrangements and lyrics that deal with more emotional subjects. Back in the day, R&B had this macho bravado, and there wasn't that much vulnerability. Of course, Usher and Chris Brown were vulnerable on tracks, but to say not trying to hit that emo type of vibe, that's another level. Listen, The Dream didn't want to hit that vibe, but FrankOcean and The WEEKND ran with it. When talking about FrankOcean's Pyramids, John Calvert of The Quietest called Pyramids a little structurally ramshackle, though never erratic. It's a type of massive album centerpiece that was inconceivable before The Dream Stadium R&B reinvented the genre as a mythological epic. Thank you for watching. Comment what's your favorite Dream song, and guys, if there's some facts that you didn't know on this about The Dream, let me know in the comments. Like, follow, subscribe, share the video, hit the link tree. There's all my socials, and guys, as usual, keep it supreme.